It's great. It's great when you've been
There you
talking
are.
for a minute or two and didn't have the mic on. So that's pretty swell.
Sounds good.
I'm
It sounds
sure
good,
everything
Greg.
you said was brilliant.
Brilliant, brilliant. We got the South in the house. So thanks for having us today.
Yeah, I'm so glad you guys are here. Really appreciate you guys again taking your time to share your best practices. Drop some nuggets on us. Tell us what's good out there.
All right, right on. Well, fellas, why don't we go ahead and get started? And first, do us a favor and then introduce yourself and your business. Just the size of the team, how long you've been in the business with EXP, and give us all that. Brandon, why don't you get started?
Good morning. My name is Brandon Duhon. I'm in Lake Charles, Louisiana, which is the southwest corner of Louisiana next to Texas and 30 miles from the Gulf. I've got a partner in real estate, and I've got a couple of assistants. So we have a model that works for us, and we're in a great part of the country with a lot of expansion, so we're good.
Right on. Klaus?
Yeah, good morning.
In this video, I'll show you.
I'm in Palm Beach, Florida, where it's nice and warm. Single agent. I have joined EXP last year, October 1st, and was a broker for 20 years. So I changed from being a broker and having agent to being a single agent, and I'm loving it.
Right on. Welcome. Matt.
Hey, good morning. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. My name's Matt Middlestat, and I'm in Buda, Texas, which is just south of Austin, Texas, maybe a couple exits down from South Austin. And I have a real estate team that I started back in April of this year called the 10X Agent Real Estate Team. We've got about 8 members at this point and growing. And I have a business partner as well that helps run this real estate business with me. And we are just always trying to improve and get to that next level.
Right on. Well, Matt, you were living the 10X life if you started a team in April and already have eight agents. So that's crushing it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I actually was a single agent for I guess six and a half years, if you'd say, because we've had the team for about 6 months, and I'll be going on my 7th year in real estate this February. And I'm one of those types of people that's just never good standing still. If I'm not learning, then I'm dying, and if I'm not growing, I'm dying. So I just got to a point with my business where I was like, hey, I gotta get to that next level, and there's only one of me. And as much as I wanted to do it all by myself, I knew I had to surround myself by like-minded people and find the right business partner that was like-minded as myself, and just go forward with it. So we've got big goals for 2020, and I love this company because I'm able to give back, everything that I'm trying to do, and I love to see other people grow. So looking forward to doing these ICONversations and in any other type of trainings I can be involved in.
That's great. So one of the things I love about this panel, and really every time we put the ICONversations panel together, is it's a mix, right? So we got single agents, we got big teams, we got people with tons of broker experience. So my name is Brian White. My wife Tisha and I have a team in Dallas, Texas. At least kind of like you, Matt. We are in the burbs of our market, so we're in the northwest corner. We have been in business for not quite 4 years, and just celebrated our second icon with EXP, and it's been an awesome experience. So these are fun and a great opportunity to give back. So we're glad to do that. So why don't we? So there's so many different ways to. The great thing about the real estate business is there's so many different ways to go to market. There's so many different ways to lead generate, to build a business. One size does not fit all, or one approach does not fit all for growing a business. So I'd love to hear from each of you guys just what's your focus? How do you go to market, and where does most of your business come from? So, Brandon, why don't we just start with you and go through, have everybody share.
Sure, I'd be glad to. I'm kind of old school. I'm a people person, so I'm out in the community a lot. And, this market's only about 250,000 people, and Lake Charles proper is only about 80,000. So
There we go.
So that's how I pick up a lot of my clients. I don't do a lot of mail outs. I do have someone who helps do, I participate in the newspaper here, and I also have an assistant who helps me market by internet. But that's how I pick up new clients and meet new people in the area and grow my business here in Lake Charles.
So Brandon, the brilliant part of that is we missed precisely the words where you said you picked up the business. You broke up a little bit there. We heard you're a people person, and then what was the next thing?
Well, I get out in the community and shake hands and meet new folks and go to new places and grow my sphere of influence. So, we have a university here, and right now it's basketball season. So I've been going to basketball games and just meeting new folks and being introduced by friends, because friends that are bankers or lawyers, and luckily they make introductions, and who knows, just from a conversation you can meet someone and grow a relationship and build your business.
Yep, no, that's totally right. Real estate is a contact sport. So the more people you touch, the more relationships you build, the bigger your business will be. So that's great. Klaus, how do you tackle things?
Well, it's coincidentally about the same way. Over the last 3 years, I pretty much tracked back, and I found that I spent literally a fortune on advertising, marketing, online leads and stuff. And looking back, 95% of my business comes from sphere of influence, from people I knew. And if I add all the costs together, I don't even know if I broke even on all the marketing crap we did. And so when I went to EXP, about at the same time, I started changing all that, and I cut all my marketing to pretty much. I think I pay less than $1,000 a month now, and I call my sphere every day. I have a pretty set schedule. I do, it's just a people business and nothing else. I cut back on everything, and it gives me more time, business much easier, and I think I do much better than calling people I have never talked to before. I'm a little bit an introvert. I'm not as great on the phone with strangers, and so I do very well just calling people in my sphere and calling them constantly every month and say hello.
And you get to work with people that you want to work with, right? So you enjoy your business more because those are the people that you know and like.
Well, I think I have a plan. I have my ideal clients, and I deal with people I like. If I don't like them, I don't deal with them. And if they don't fit in my criteria, I mean, I still talk to them, but I give them to another agent and get a referral fee who understands that market better or that price category better than I do, and doesn't care too much, selling a certain house or condo. If it doesn't suit me, then I refer it out. It's that simple.
That's great. What about you, Matt? You've got you got a bigger team, so what's your approach, and maybe what's your plan for growing the business through the team?
Yeah, absolutely, Brian. So I had a mentor in my
for
younger years. I'm
for
37 years old. I think I was like 21 years old. He told me, he said, you put on a shirt and tie every single day and you leave that door. And at the time I didn't have a family, but now I have a family. And he said, go out and find one customer a day, just one customer. There's 365 days in a year. Find one customer that you can put into your pipeline, that you can nurture, that you can talk to, somebody that needs your services. And that's always stuck in my mind. And so I try to bleed that in with the team that we have is, hey, go out, try to find one customer a day. And then that way, when you come home and you put your head down in bed, you can go to sleep at night and go, hey, you know what? I added another one to my pipeline that might not be ready to buy now, might not be ready to buy 3 months from now or 6 months from now, but might be ready in a year. But you're constantly touching that person. They're in your database, and so that's really what I bleed into the team. As far as what we do with the team, we're all about getting the whole piece of the pie and not just, a lot of real estate agents will just focus on one area. They'll farm one area and they'll be, the local real estate agent in that area. And so what we try to do is we try to take an area about, our area is Buda, Kyle, is kind of our immediate, where our office area is. And there's probably about 60,000 people in that area. We try to be the mayor of that town by going out to local businesses. We do videos, we go to coffee shops, we go to different local places to eat, we do food reviews, we go in and do different charity events. There's 2 kids in the 2 towns by us that have cancer, and so we've done charity events for them, where we go to the events and we run a booth and we donate money. We go in and we're doing a thing right now where we've got, I think it's 4 or 5 families that we're going to be Christmas gifts for, that are in need. That I just can't imagine my kids walking down on Christmas morning and not having any gifts. And some of these gifts these kids want are simple gifts, like I want Pokemon cards or something of that nature. I need shoes, things of that nature. So we try to get involved into the community with that. And then on top of that, with our agents, to make sure that we get them on a fast track, because so many agents, like I said, I have a passion to help see people grow. And I see so many agents, and you can look at the statistics of, the average agent sells 2 homes a year, or, the average agent has a second job. If I can help this agent go from, and we've helped a couple agents quit their job, come on brand new, quit their job within 30 days because we've been able to help them get leads. Talking about just, hey, here's some leads, call through them. I'm talking about appointments. And so we use a lot of stuff for, we do video, we do a ton of, Google pay-per-click to websites. We do a ton of Facebook. We use all social media platforms. I'm 37 years old. I just jumped on a new platform, which everybody should jump on, which is basically it's the video of Instagram. So Instagram is all about photos. Facebook's all about, family and, communicating and connecting with people. But the video, and it's been coming and coming and coming. The new video thing for the younger generation, the kids like my kids' age, that's 10 years old, is TikTok. And yeah, there's a lot of stupid videos and things on that, but you can get in there early and start doing real estate videos and stuff like that. So just always staying up with what's going on in the community, what's going on with social media, because if you don't, you're going to be left behind. And so that's what we try to bleed into our agents. What are you doing right now that is a money-making activity that can get you to the next level?
That's great. And so what I love about, excuse me, all 3 of the icons in the story they shared there is you didn't hear anybody talk about buying leads. Not that there's anything wrong with that. There's different business models for everybody, right? That's the goal of these discussions. But everybody is relationship focused. Everybody is committed to being out in the community and to serving and building relationships, and that pays back. Hearing what Matt shared, just in terms of adding one to his database every day. Well, I like math. So that's 365 folks a year. And the numbers say that if you really nurture your relationships, you should be able to get one deal for about every 10 people in your database every year. So, just think about that for a second. That's not necessarily one deal for every person directly from them, but one referral. Who do they know that's making a move? So if you can focus on growing one per day and then nurturing those relationships, staying in touch with them, then you can't help but grow your business. And that's to Klaus's point, those are the people that you want to work with. Those are going to be valuable to you in the short and long term. So let's shift gears a little bit. We're in the Christmas season now. Holidays coming up. What does seasonality look like in your respective businesses, and what do you do differently this time of year maybe than other times of the year? Why don't we flip it and start with Matt this time?
Okay, yeah, Brian. So I'm of the mind to buy a house. It's all about mindset, and there are buyers, and I believe you could put me in any market in the United States, or let's go to Canada, or let's go to Australia where we're at, okay? And if you have the right mindset, you're going to be able to get the business. My team this month, we're going to do about, I think we're at like 11 deals for this month. So, we've been averaging about 10 to 15 deals a month. It's all about the mindset. So what we do is we know that there is a ton of agents out there that have the mindset of, oh, it's Christmas, or oh, it's Thanksgiving. So we hustle even harder out there in the market. We post even more to social media. We go 10x, and if you've ever read Grant Cardone's book, The 10x Rule, you should pick it up and read it. But I read that back in 2011, right before I got into this business in 2012. And I knew when I got into the business that I had to be different from every other agent out there. And I came from the mobile home business. I spent 12 years in the mobile home business, and we had to hustle to get our customers. And we had to, sell our customers on buying a manufactured home versus them going out and buying a residential house. And so what I did is I came up with the brand, which is, 10X agent. I'm going to work 10 times harder, faster, and smarter than the average agent. And so when we come into these seasonal areas, look in the mirror and go, hey, today is not any different than any other day. And let's go out, and there is a family out